There was a situation in Philadelphia once where they were making the sign of the gun to a witness when he was on the same kind of thing, trying to intimidate the witness before he got up.
Yep.
And shake him up.
And bringing in family members.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Godfather actually, in my experience, shaped Cosa Nostra instead of the reverse. Life ended up imitating art.
It's a training film.
Yeah.
For second and third generation Italian Americans who were gangsters. It was a training film. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
And especially because we're about to start talking shop here, but they couldn't. The Godfather came out at a time when Cosa Nostra was not accepting new members.
Yeah, right.
And so I can remember one of my witnesses saying, I wanted in so bad, but I couldn't get in because they'd closed the books.
Yeah.
And so I went and saw that movie, and I walked out. I remember him saying this. He said, I walked out on 18th Avenue in Brooklyn. I remember the sun hitting my face as I walked out of the movie, and I thought, that's the life. Well, of course, it wasn't really the life,
right.
But they started talking that way and acting that way.
Yeah.
So when they were finally inducted, Francis Ford Coppola and Mario Puzo had influenced the American Mafia.
Yeah, absolutely. That generation. The other thing that this book is heavy on is strong women, whether it's the prosecutor, whether it's the hit woman, whatever. Where does that come from, and what were your thought process in writing about that?
I'm surrounded by them in my life, in a good way. I don't mean criminals, but strong women. I have 4 strong, smart, tall daughters. My wife is not tall, but she's smart and strong. And so they've shaped my view of the world for the better. I'm a continuing project for them, but I'm a better person for being surrounded by them and seeing the world more clearly. And so I'll tell you the story. That I was working on this book, and I originally intended the protagonist to be a guy. And while I was working on this, I was thinking about my experience as a prosecutor, and I wanted to draw on experiences I'd had in a particular case, prosecuting the Gambino brothers in the old federal courthouse in Lower Manhattan, and we did it in courtroom 318. And so I was imagining scenes that would be in courtroom 318. And here's where life has weird crossovers. While I was doing that work, my oldest daughter was the chief of the Violent and Organized Crime Unit in the Southern District of New York, U.S. Attorney's Office, standing in the same courtroom, courtroom 318, because she had indicted Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, and Epstein had gotten away, had killed himself, but she was prosecuting literally on her feet Maxwell, and I wanted to go to watch, and she forbid me, because she said, Dad, if you go, it'll be a thing. And I'm not even sure what that is, but it's not good.
Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel and check out more of our content. Feel free to give your feedback and suggestions on what we should do next in the comments. This is Infinite Lee Productions. We love ya.